Do you know what surprised me the most about my 75-pound weight loss journey? My meals were fast, loaded with flavor, and helped me not only lose the weight, but keep it off too. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 4 low-calorie muscle-building recipes that will help you lose 25 pounds while being excited for every single meal. Let's get into it. Usually I would meal prep this recipe because to batch make these only takes a little bit longer than to just make one. But right now I'm testing this recipe for my cookbook, Diet Cheat Codes. So I want to walk you through how I would make one if I was in a pinch and needed something now. Starting with the bagels. These are the Sola bagels, 110 calories, 15 grams of protein. Pretty unbelievable. I have been testing with the brand new Thomas high protein bagels, and these ones do have 21 grams of protein. However, for that 6 extra grams of protein, you're also having to eat 180 more calories. The one caveat is these taste a lot more like real bagels, but to me, especially deeper into a cut, I would rather use those 180 calories for other things. So I'm just gonna slice my bagel in half here. And by the way, to be more specific, this is going to be a McDonald's sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast bagel. I've tested this about 10 times so far, and I'm getting an average of about 2.5 grams of butter every time I do this. So that's how I'm counting it into the macros. While we're waiting for that to toast, I'll get a piece of parchment paper out. You'll see why in a little bit. And in just a minute, we're getting those nice toasted edges. And of course, we're gonna get out the breakfast sausage. This took me 4 years to perfect. And for this, all I had to do was put some meat in the bowl along with the seasonings, mix it all together. And then over the last 3 days, I just portion one piece out at a time as I go. And to do that, I'll grab 2 pieces of parchment paper, grab 90 grams of our sausage, and just plop that right in the middle there. Then I'll put this piece of parchment paper on top here, use another pan, and make it into a patty that's about 5 inches. We'll take our top layer off, and in 30 seconds, our patty is ready to go, which is perfect timing because we got nice browning across this entire thing. So we'll put our bagel on the parchment paper. We'll get our patty into the pan, and you could fit 3 patties in here, which is why I really like doing the meal prep, because in 2 batches, I can make 6 patties. This patty likes to stick, so I use the spatula to help separate it. Bada bing, bada boom. And while that's going, we'll get our egg whites ready. McDonald's is famous for using their egg whites in combination with skim milk. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we got 100 grams going into our bowl, and then about 10 grams of milk right behind that. And we'll just give this a quick mix together with a spoon. And now I'm just waiting for the sausage to finish cooking. We want the edges to start turning gray and a little bit of juice in the middle here. And that's how we'll know that we have some good browning on the other side of the meat. Now you can see the gray on the outside. So this looks good to me to flip. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful browning there. That's gonna be pure flavor. What I'm hoping is that this recipe, breakfast sauce included, is in the cookbook by the time that this video comes out. So if you want recipes early before you'll ever get them on video, sometimes months beforehand, check out the description and get 10% off with code E4CM. McDonald's uses American cheese on basically all of their sandwich and burgers, which is why I love it, because I grew up with American cheese. And for their bagels, they use 2 slices. So I'm gonna throw 1 slice of Velveeta, 35 calories, 3 grams protein, love the macros, right on top of the bottom bun. Let's see how we're looking. We got great browning on the other side. This is beautiful. So we'll put that right on top of our cheese. And even with a non-stick, I like to spray some oil. Of course, this is included in the macros of the bagel that you will hear in just a little bit. Give it a nice 2-second spray. We could turn this down to medium low because this residual heat is going to cook the eggs super fast. And I have the pan raised. You can literally just spread the eggs around in the air, and the residual heat from cooking the sausage is gonna cook the eggs. So already I would like to fold the eggs inward, do the same thing with the other side. And if you're wondering why this is my method, this is exactly how McDonald's does it. And we fold one side into the other. That's beautiful. I like to flip it around because it kind of lets it seal this edge here. And before I put that down, I'm gonna put another piece of cheese down, put our egg on top of it, and there you have it. You could put my chipotle aioli on there. Sometimes I put mustard. Sometimes I don't put anything because it really doesn't need a sauce. But man, that breakfast sauce really just ties this bagel together. And I mean, just look at this. This thing looks perfect. I mean, come on, looks incredible. When you go to McDonald's, no matter if you eat it there or you take it home, they wrap it in parchment paper and it really helps the flavors of the sandwich come together. And I just like to give it another like 10 seconds in the microwave. It heats it up just a little bit and lets those flavors start to mingle together. And then I just let it sit for 2 minutes. I am so stoked for this. Like, this just looks insane. That authentic flavor of my McDonald's breakfast sausage just comes right through right away with the browning on both sides of the meat. A nice thick egg, not too thick. Trust me, I've already made it too thick. And I think 2 slices of cheese was the way to go. McDonald's made a great decision there instead of just putting 1 slice. Incredible. Let's go over the macros, which are even more incredible. The bagel from McDonald's has 710 calories, I believe, and 27 grams of protein, while this one has 423 calories, 18 grams of fat, 49 carb, a bunch of which are coming from fiber, and 48 grams of protein. The sandwich weighs like almost a pound for just 400 calories and almost 50 grams of protein. Incredible, but not as incredible as meal 2 is gonna be. Meal number 2 is one I've wanted to do for a very long time, but haven't really had the motivation to do so. And also I felt like the product I was going to use would be a little bit limiting. And I'll explain why in a minute and why I also have the motivation now as well. However, first we need to start with our protein. I told you today was gonna be easy meals, and there's nothing easier than a rotisserie chicken. I'm going to grab the meat from the breast only, but if you intermix them, it's really not that many more calories. But I planned my calories today to fit perfectly with chicken breast. So I need 170 grams here. And what's great about rotisserie chicken is it comes first fully cooked, 2, super juicy and perfectly seasoned, and 3, it's just so tender. That's all we need for our nachos. And usually the rotisserie chicken is the star of the show because of all the benefits it has and how cheap one of those full chickens is. But today, that's not the case. The star of the show is the brand new protein Doritos, which I just recently did a reel about or a short about, and they're amazing. My favorite part is how cheap they are. They're about 1/3 of the price per serving versus Quest chips, but they only have 10 grams of protein. However, they also taste better than a Quest chip, and they taste exactly like Doritos. So just like the chicken, I'll put that on a scale, and I'm gonna get a piece of parchment paper out here, and we will add 2 servings or 56 grams to our parchment paper. I said earlier I really didn't have the motivation or the product I wanted for these, and it was because Quest chips are so thin that if you put anything on them, they break. Whereas these are still super thick and have that nice tortilla thickness that they're not gonna break under weight, at least I don't think. I'll quickly chop our chicken breast up into bite-sized pieces, and I'll spread that around our nachitos. And we're gonna make these super easy in the air fryer. So I'm gonna get that preheating. That only takes a couple minutes. And then in the meantime, we'll top with our cheese. And this is a reduced fat 90 calorie Colby Jack. I shredded it last night with my mozzarella, which I always shred mozzarella every few days for my pizzas. And we're adding 35 grams. All we have to do now is simply add this to the air fryer, and we'll let the air fryer do its thing. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm hoping 4 minutes does the trick. While we're waiting, as a bonus, let's try this new Welch's Zero Sugar Tropical Punch. 5 calories for every 8 ounces. I love trying new drinks. Cheers. That's fire. It reminds me almost like a Powerade, like the white one. They have another flavor, I forgot what it was, but I'm getting it next time I go to the store. Welch's Tropical Punch. That's a solid 8.6 out of 10. All right, let's see what we got. 5 minutes at 325. We'll throw these on a plate. Oh, that's perfect. If you ask me, it's not nachos without some guacamole. I'm gonna add 40 grams to this bad boy. I love doing little dollops everywhere, so I get little bites everywhere. Again, you can't go wrong with a little bit of salsa. My salsa, my salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants. Okay. What do I have in this little bottle? Greek yogurt, 2%, a little bit of milk. I wanted to thin it out, but if you want, you could do it just like the guacamole and put little dollops on. I wanted to make this one pretty for you. You can't beat that right there, I'll tell you what. Only thing left to do is see how these bad boys taste. So much flavor. Salsa, guacamole, sour cream, Doritos, nacho cheese. I'm definitely gonna have to put a version of these in the cookbook. Wow. For this meal, we have 712 calories, 77 grams of protein, 25 carb, and 32 grams of fat. You could definitely dial it back with the cheese if you'd like, or the avocado. That's an extra 64 calories, but I think this is perfect. The ratios are perfect. You get everything in every bite. I have zero regrets, just like I have zero regrets with meal 3. Meal 3 is one I've made, I think, more than any other meal, and there is a plethora of reasons for that. 1, the effort to flavor ratio is off the charts. 2, the macros are unreal. 3, I can make it for both me and my girlfriend in about 15 to 20 minutes tops. And 4, it is extremely filling and super cheap when compared to any takeout place. Let's get started. This comes together so quickly that I'm gonna cut my vegetables up first. Typically, I would wanna do this when something is cooking, but this is one of those recipes that it could literally burn if you cook it 1 minute too long. You can't make a burger without some lettuce. Some people prefer theirs a little bit chunky. I like mine sliced super thin. And to do that, I just like to roll up the lettuce and just try to make the thinnest slices I can against my knuckle. Then I'll come in and just cut that in half. Typically, I would use 93.7 ground beef, but we're gonna save some calories here for the side dish and also for later on for dessert. So today I'm using 96.4. I'm gonna lay out 5 sheets here because I'm making 5 patties. I'm having a triple and my girlfriend is having a double. And then I'm gonna portion out 70-gram balls all the way across. I'm gonna take that piece of parchment paper that I used to weigh out the balls on, cover a ball up, use a flat pan, and just smash it down. And these ones are gonna be about 4 inches wide, maybe 4.5 inches. And in less than 10 minutes, our pan is preheated, our vegetables are cut, and our meat is flattened and ready to cook. Now, when I get deeper into my cut, like I am right now, I need some more volume. So it's about time that I swapped out the fries that I had a couple months ago for a salad. And what's great is I basically just make it inside the bag and eat it outside of the bag. I pop it open and add our tomatoes. And one of my favorite dressings of all time, this fat-free Italian. It has 15 calories for every 32 grams, and we're gonna use 48 grams, so a serving and a half. And then I can just take this bag and shake it up, and now we got our salad. Before we get the meat going, I'm gonna quickly toast these buns. It's gonna take like 30 seconds. And the ones I'm using today are these keto buns, 60 calories, 9 grams of protein, bunch of fiber. Fiber's going off today. Between the bagel, this, and the salad, I'm probably at like 50 or 60 grams of fiber. So I'm just gonna throw these on here naked, and in literally 15 seconds, they already got cooked. Those start cooking right away. We're just gonna get some salt over the top and a little bit of pepper too. We already had a regular Velveeta earlier. The jalapeno Velveeta is absolutely fuego. So we're using that today on the burgers. 2 slices. I just get these ready, so as soon as we flip these over, we can get the cheese on and let the steam melt it. I'm also gonna get my tomatoes onto my bottom bun. Beautiful, and these are ready. For 96.4, that's some beautiful browning. And I'm gonna stack these up. Cheese, no cheese, cheese. And pretty much right away, these are ready. Then we add our lettuce and our no sugar added ketchup. And you cannot tell me that that doesn't look incredible. I mean, come on. Holy moly, guacamole. While we wait for hers to cook, let's try it. I know how good it's gonna be, but gotta do it for the camera. I can't believe something so simple can be so good. Oh my God. For my triple smash burger and entire salad, we have 489 calories. I can't help but laugh because the calories are so freaking low. 489 calories, 13 grams of fat, 43 carb, a good amount coming from net carbs, and 64 grams of protein. Absolutely incredible macros. I get to have burgers on my diet, lose weight so easily, and we still get to have dessert. So let's get to meal 4. The last meal of the day is so popular, not because it's fancy, but because it is so versatile and you can do pretty much anything with it. That's going to be my vanilla better recipe. Very rarely will I just eat vanilla. Bare minimum, I add a little bit of toppings, a little bit of fudge, caramel, or mix-ins, whatever my calories will allow. And right now I have about 350 calories to work with, and this is about 200. So let's get it rinsed off and spinning. I cream so much, and I have so many different creams that I forget which settings that I need to use for which ice creams. So let's see. Load it into the creamy and hit the ice cream button. Now, since I'm not leaving it as vanilla ice cream, I'm going to go one setting up because this calls for a respin, and respin's gonna completely crush my mix-ins. So instead, I'm gonna go with sorbet. Looks gorgeous already. It's after the sorbet setting. And I like to keep one of these mini Oreos in the house because one, if I eat all of these, there's only 3.5 servings in here versus if I have a whole pack of Oreos, then, you know, we're talking about thousands of calories possibly, especially with milk. Also, these don't break down as bad with the mix-in setting as regular Oreos. Third of all, there's only a few servings in here, so if you don't use these too often, you're really not gonna waste any. They're not gonna go bad because you'll use them before they like get stale. So pipe out the middle here, and my calories allow me to have 27 grams. So I'll put these on the scale and load in 20 grams because the other 7 grams we're gonna save. All right, we'll load this right back up. So again, instead of the respin setting, I'm doing the mix-in setting because the respin will completely obliterate the Oreos, and I'd rather just turn it up a notch for the initial spin and then turn it down a notch for the final spin. And while that's spinning, I'm gonna chop these up. Let's see what we got. I swear to God, this is the best invention in the world. Perfect. Got a little bit of a McFlurry consistency. I'm gonna add about half the mix-ins on top because once I'm halfway through this, there's not gonna be as many Oreo chunks. So then I could top it off again with another half of these Oreos and have mix-ins or Oreos in every bite. Incredible. Look at that ice cream consistency. Fucking perfect. So simple yet so delicious. Let's go over the macros. For everything, including every single mix-in, we have 374 calories, 9 fat, 77 carb, a bunch of which coming from erythritol, and 25 grams of protein. I gotta take a bite of this, then we'll go over the final macros. For the day, that puts us at 1,998 calories, 73 grams of fat, 195 carb, and 215 grams of protein. Incredible. And eating sausage, egg, and cheese bagels, nachos, burgers, and ice cream easily has me losing 2 pounds per week. But honestly, as good as this is, if I had to eat this every single day for 12 or 16 weeks during my diet, I wouldn't be able to stick to it. I would need different meals. So in this video here, I will show you 4 different meals that are super easy to make, have you losing weight easily, and will be delicious from the first bite to the last. Until next time, deuces.